All right, shalom, shalom. I give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Kakwadash. I want to say double honors, and give double honors to the apostles, the bishop, elders of Great Millstone for teaching us this word in truth and sincerity, and for ruling well. And salutations to our fellow Akim across the four corners of the globe, preaching and prophesying. In the name of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the elect. Hey, I'm the brother Gabar Yahweh from GMS Hawaii, coming to you with a quick lesson, man. And it's just an illustration on a nigga woman, bro. I really hate it, but this like it just jumped off the fucking screen, and as you see it right here in front of you, though, the person who hates himself the most in this whole world is the nigga woman, man. She wants to be everything except who she is, man, and she's the most delusional, backwards, blind, self-hating person on the planet, man. All these niggas women got to do, they got to put the wigs on their heads, to hide that baldness, the curses. And this is a curse, man. To look like this is a curse. The nigga woman don't understand that it ain't just the nigga woman, the so-called Latino woman do it too. And the so-called Native American woman do it too. But especially the N-dub, man. She can look like this and it's acceptable. This bitch is like a whole fucking clown. This big bulbous, this is black right here. This is black right here. This is a person with a black mentality, bro. And then the crazy thing about it is, soon as the white woman take what the so-called nigga woman does and put it onto herself, it's a big uproar. But the nigga woman, she could put so-called blonde hair in a blonde wig on her head. Bitch is blacker than an ace of spades. Bitch is brown than a piece of dookie, and she could put a bunch of makeup on her face, cake up on her face, and it's acceptable, bro. And it shows you that she's a hypocrite, man. Again, she's the most self-hating thing on the planet Earth, man. This is self-hating. You might think it's self-love, but this is a person who hates themselves. And they want to draw attention to themselves in any way they can. To try to draw attention off of the obvious. She's ugly. And the inside out, man. And proud. Okay? She doesn't understand that this is a curse. To look like this is a curse, Matter of fact, let me get this real quick. Right? To have blonde hair is a curse, man. This is yep. This is Leviticus 13 and 30. All right? It says, then the priest, matter of fact, yep. This is Leviticus 13 and 30. Then the priest shall see the plague, and behold, if it be in the sight deeper than the skin, there be in it a thin yellow hair, or yellow thin hair, the priest shall pronounce him unclean. It is a dry scald, even leprosy upon the head, right? Or the beard. So if it's a thin yellow hair and was found in Jake, it was a plague. It was a leprosy. Right? And Esau Edom has that. We call it blonde hair today. Right? In the NLT it says, the priest must examine it. If it finds it more than in the skin and has fine yellow hair on it, the priest must pronounce the person ceremonially unclean. It is a scabby sore or the head of a chin. And no, it ain't no sore, man. It's leprosy, man. All right? So if you have a bright spot in your skin, if you look like, which Esau Edom has on his whole body, that's leprosy of the body, right? Right? And if you got a thin yellow hair in your head, that's leprosy of the scalp, all right? And the nigga woman, she don't understand that. And they'll put this shit on their head, don't matter how dark or light they are, they'll put this shit on their head. And what they're truly doing is trying to emulate the devil, Esau Edom. That whole blondes have more fun type shit. Making their hair, changing their hair color. And it's all for attention. When women do that shit, it's for attention. It's not a necessity to change your hair color like that. And this is a wig. And why does she gotta wear a wig? Because the Lord gave her a curse of the scalp. This is Isaiah chapter 3. Right? And you'll say, oh, you're hating. You just hating. Yeah, she's supposed to love. No, you ain't supposed to do that. A woman's supposed to be meek, humble. All right? This is Isaiah 3 and 17. Therefore, the Lord will smite. Matter of fact, I'll start at 16. Moreover, the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai said, because the daughters of Zion, and this is talking about Judah's woman, who would be today the so-called black woman in America, right? And that said the Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, right? Because none of them bitches got hair. None of them, right? It says, moreover, the Lord Yahweh Shemel Shai said, because the daughters of Zion are haughty and walk with stretched forth necks and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go and making a tinkling of their feet. Therefore, the Lord will smite the scab with a scab, the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts. Let's look at it right here. In the NLT, it says, the Lord says, because Zion is haughty, craning her elegant neck, flirting with her eyes, walking with dainty steps, tinkling her ankle bracelets. So the Lord will send scabs on her head. The Lord will make beautiful Zion bald. And it wasn't talking just about the nation. When you say daughters, it's speaking about the women of our nation. All right? It says again, scrolling down, it says, I want to skip down. Verse 24, and it shall come to pass that instead of sweet smell, there shall be stink, and instead of girdle or rent, and instead of a well-set hair, baldness, instead of a stomacher or girdle or girding of, instead of a stomacher, a girding of sackcloth, and burning instead of beauty. And at NLT it says, instead of smelling sweet perfume, she will stink. Right? So these women, they do stink. She will wear a rope for a sash, and her elegant hair will fall out. She will wear rough burlap instead of rich robes. Shame will replace her, man. And that's why these women gotta wear these fucking wigs on their head, because their hair start falling out. Their hair falls out, you know, due to whatever industrial chemicals they put in there. And a lot of these wigs that you women put on your head, this hair comes from East India and other countries where they actually sacrifice the women's hair. They cut their hair off several times a year, a couple times a year, and they set it to an idol that don't exist. And then the men, they go behind them, take their hair, and they sell it on the market and get that booming hair care business going, in which the Moabites and the Ammonites, they corner the market. And you women, you covet long hair because you don't have it. The Northern Kingdom women don't have to do that because they have hair. They weren't hit with that curse like the nigger woman was hit with it. And instead of beauty, what? Burning. Right? Instead of beauty, burning. Where you would naturally be beautiful, you really ugly. She got to put makeup on her face and all of this shit. This bitch don't look like this. She look like that. Look at that. That bitch like a fucking Aunt Jemima. She like an Aunt Jemima right here. Hold on. Let me see. Yeah, look at this bitch, man. She an Aunt Jemima. She got to lighten her skin up to try to make it so the light can hit her. You know? And this is disgusting, bro. Like I said, no one hates themselves more than the nigga woman, man. Especially Big Shirley, man. As that say, Shalom, man.